just kind of stayed away from the whole thing.
Yeah, some of them did, yeah.
I see.
Hey everyone, we are back in everyone, we're back in downtown Kenosha off of Sheridan Road and 57th. So what we are doing is we're gonna go into Civic Park, kind of take a look around. As you can see, there are things set up over here.
Right, but also people are attracted to law enforcement because they want to be in charge. They want to be the big bad guy with the gun, and like there's some level of like we're talking about the lack of
education.
Like
let's give them an actual education, not training like a dog.
Not only
let's
that,
educate them. They train them
but
to
more
kill
aggressively,
instead of
psychologically, so
educate
that we
them.
don't end up with a bunch of like Kyle Rittenhouses who are like.
How about they
you
can
know,
see and hear and speak and even write the culture and understand the differences and see the similarities as well.
Right.
We do
Like
kinda,
we all bleed red. On the outside, it kind of looks red. But we all bleed red. Back. Left wing, right wing, we're all still a bird.
Absolutely.
so we're gonna, I thought we were gonna be able to get an interview here, but we're gonna move on. Looks like that gentleman is kind of already wrapped up with people. So what we'll do is we'll kind of go through the park. I do hear a loudspeaker of some sort. Very peaceful through here. There is very peaceful.
Yeah, so when I got my new phone, all my contacts and all that.
So how far is he to roof?
Millions. We have to show them that people who care about humanity, people who care about planet Earth, people who care about other people on the planet other than just white Americans. We're the vast majority of people in this country, so we're going to stand up peacefully, non-violently, and determine sustained protest and call for this regime to be removed from power because we see their plans and how they're making moves already right now to delegitimize the election and also steal the election. Trump has said, basically, heads I win, tails you lose. The only way I lose is if the election is rigged. So we say if someone walks like a fascist and talks like a fascist and quacks like a fascist, we're going to call him what he is. It's not a swear word. It's not an insult. It's like the virus, the coronavirus. If you don't call it what he calls it, the China virus. I heard he was encouraging people today to not wear masks. Okay, we understand the science behind fascism as well as the coronavirus, and we need to do what's required of us as people. Me, a descendant of many relatives who were murdered by Nazis in the Holocaust, I learned this lesson at a very young age. And if you normalize it, if you continue to go along with it, I mean, let alone wave the flag and Trump 2020 and cheer for Kyle Rittenhouse. Okay, these people may or may not know it, but they're practicing fascism, and this is being consolidated in the United States from the very top levers of power down to 17-year-old vigilantes whose mommies are dropping them off to murder Black Lives Matter protesters. So we're calling. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say, yeah, what do you make of the fact that the president has not condemned Kyle Rittenhouse's actions and is I guess refusing in some capacity to meet with Jacob Blake's family because an attorney was going to be present for something?
Well, this is clear. This is who Donald Trump is. He's a racist. He's a white supremacist. This goes all the way back to when, in Queens with him and his dad, discriminating against black tenants in their buildings, from calling NFL players sons of bitches, through calling African in Caribbean nations as whole countries. We know who he is. This whole charade and, you know, of trying to prove that he's, you know, at the RNC, like he's a man of all the people, we see right through that, you know. But we also know that elections are not going to be enough, because when you're dealing with fascists, and again, Donald Trump and Mike Pence have been willing to do things that the Republican Party, no one else has been willing to do for them. And that's why they're riding this, you know. And again, white people are going to be outnumbered in this country very soon, and they understand that. And the Reverend Jeffress, who's been at the White House recently praying with Donald Trump, they know this too. He's not going to shed crocodile tears for Jacob Blake, and it's not like he's staying on the side. He is taking a side. He is supporting Kyle Rittenhouse. He doesn't have to say the words. When he says there's very fine people on both sides, we know what that means. If there's very fine Nazis, very fine Klansmen, we know where you stand. Okay, so we're not falling for it. We got to stand up, but we have to show in our strength in numbers. That's what we're doing September 5th, when we're calling for people to come out the streets and for 60 days of sustained struggle.
All right, guys, as you can see, that was the speaker. Please keep in mind that in no ways reflects on the beliefs or what the intentions of these streams are geared towards. We wanted to make sure that we did get a chance to stop and talk with them while they were doing an interview. So again, this is just a documentation purposes. We are here to kind of keep track of everything that's happening in my community, everything that's happening in our community, because we do have a team of moderators that are helping out also from out west. Kind of just want to let them know, so please make sure you give the moderators some love. But the short of it is that we're not gonna just kind of glaze over things. We did try and stop and make sure that we got a portion of that interview.
Yeah, matter of fact, I do.
So, sorry about that. Just want to make sure that we're doing what we're supposed to be doing.
I was here today. I decided it was really important today, especially to get out there.
What's going on, man? How you doing?
Pretty good. Everyone's out here today.
Yeah?
Did you end up to catch the president this morning?
We tried, but all I got was some footage of the caravan kind of heading west on 52nd from Sheridan over to 22nd, and that was about it.
Yeah, I didn't get any footage either. I tried as well. It was tough.
So yeah, I mean, we've been bouncing all over town. I wish I had a kind of approached this a little differently and maybe stood stationary.
Yeah.
I feel like I haven't gotten a lot of footage, but getting out
Pros
there.
and cons, you know what I'm saying? You know, that's you know for next time of how things might operate. You know, that's how I take it.
Actually, I take that back. We did get some really great footage over on 28th Avenue and 40th Street.
Is that where the family's having a barbecue and stuff?
It was
Now,
so much food over there. I didn't want to leave for a minute, but yeah.
Is there any police presence over there at all?
Not that I've seen, but as far as like out in the open, but when I was leaving the first time, what happened was I ended my live feed, and then as soon as I ended it, a van of officers, one KPD and the rest looked like some sort of federal, kind of jumped out and stopped the guy that was in front of me. And then I guess I either ran their information, and then kind of got in the van and left again.
Do you think the police, as the night falls, the police will engage people over there if that continues, or no?
It's hard to say. If it stays, if everything's, I mean, right now it's just really calm, peaceful, people having food,
Music,
kind of
food.
community, yeah. As long as, it just depends on, it's hard to read. I think the other night that we were all out, the Kenosha Police Department didn't really kind of mess with people. It was more so the people that weren't from here that kind of were messing with people. So it really comes down to who's going to do what, I guess. I hope not. I'll be honest with you. I'm kind of hoping things stay calm and quiet for the night. But yeah. How about you? What are you doing? Have you seen anybody else?
Yeah, Raw Topic here. The Rundown Live is here. CJ TV is here.
I saw Mercado.
There's pretty much everyone, Corey Elijah's here, everyone, you're here. So everybody's here. But this is the main spot for action, is what I was told. You have Antifa over there by the fence. Usually, this was the same crowd as the other night with the lady wielding machetes there.
Oh, yeah,
I don't know if you were here for that, but
I was impressed. I heard about
I
it.
was here, but this is the same type of like atmosphere. This is the same type of like, not people, but you can tell by the fence the people who want to engage in some sort of violence, and then the people who don't. So
Okay.
that's what you could just see from here.
A lot of people in the park just kind of hanging out, right?
But yeah, there's people in the park hanging out, and yeah, but a lot of people who are probably looking for probably more towards events, I'm assuming.
Let's go over here and take a look. As you guys can see, the so here's what we got going on. We still got the fences, barricade, so there is that.
I'll see you guys around. Yeah. I remember seeing you somewhere. I just came from my first night we were here.
So, guys, whenever you hear me interacting with people, please, again, keep in mind that that is not I'm not going to keep them from saying what their beliefs are, what their opinions are, who they believe is who. That is entirely their right to free speech. They can say who they believe the person is and what organization they're with. That is exactly their right. So what we're going to do is come over here. Trying to get some shots in to see National Guard, I believe.
I can get your vote. They will side with them, and they don't actually care. They just want to vote. That's all they're about. They don't have an opinion. They're just getting on the bandwagon with whoever they can. So it's that level of.
Let's see if we can run into any other local Kenosha people. I know somebody said Corey's here. I'd love to get his take on what happened today, or I guess since he was down here to see what was going on. I see CJ TV. We're gonna go over and say hi as soon as he gets a minute to get away from people. So here we are on 56th Street in just off of 10th Avenue in Kenosha, Wisconsin. People out. Multiple diverse groups. We already saw Mercado Media. We've seen Chase. We're gonna go talk to CJ here in a second. So again, we are in downtown Kenosha, just off of 10th Avenue and 56th Street. As you can see, actually there's not a lot of, but there's a few law enforcement officials on the other side of this gate/barricade. So just to kind of give you an idea here, sorry. So as you can see, there is, I don't know if you can see it, but there's a group of officers that are showing up with
I don't know. I kind of want to get into it.
riot gear on, or they're carrying in their gear with them. You also see National Guard. You also see officers. We're just going to kind of step away. Sorry. Excuse me.
Criminal. It's like say,
Wow, is that what he said?
Yeah, he said he insisted on sending the National Guard. If he hadn't insisted, there would be no Kenosha.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
And this is just after we had like an upswelling of grassroots over the last 5 days or whatever it's been, and we did all the beautiful paintings and murals, and it's like it felt right. Community felt good.
Yeah.
People were walking around handing out food and water and stuff.
It's amazing.
And we rise up. And he said if it wasn't for him, there'd be no Kenosha. Well,
I can safely say if it wasn't for Kenosha, there'd be no Kenosha. Like
Yeah.
the people here are like an entity all unto themselves,
Yep.
and it's been beautiful to watch. I mean, especially getting back into town and driving through like the areas where the fires were, shooting, and then getting to see there was like free mental health, like on someone's street corner where you try to booth that up, where you could stop and have a conversation. There was water station.
So we're gonna keep moving around. As you guys heard, that was CJTV. Street down the way is still barricaded, so access from the west side through 56th is not there. There is people that are going on.
How would they do?
How to describe this? There's definitely people here. There's definitely activity. There are people that are definitely talking to each other. Some of them you can definitely see are more animated than others. Obviously, they're discussing their position on things. But no matter what, it's very peaceful down there. It's very quiet. It's not very active. Maybe what we can do is kind of keep moving.
Are you in a group? It's a group called the New Milwaukee Peaceful Protest Battalion. Have you ever heard of it?
So
If you can, you should take it a look.
I've really got to learn to stop walking in the street. I don't know what it is with me walking in the middle of the street, but I've really got to learn to stop it. Oh, hold on.
I said, let the man drink water.
It worked for you. It worked for you.
I wanted to kill myself.
So it worked for you.
And
So,
it worked for many
are you
others.
trying to tell me that it doesn't work for Muslims when they worship Muhammad? When they pray to Muhammad, it hasn't worked for them? There's no. So wait. Say that on camera. Say that on camera.
I heard that
Never
walking.
help nobody's life. Only Christianity does that.
There's a lot of guys.
Yeah. Men that worship everything under the motherfucking sun. They worship birds. They worship fish. They worship animals. Let me show you something to educate you, bro. Everybody right now, look at this blade of grass.
Oh, yeah.
I want y'all to look at this one blade of grass real quick.
See that blade of grass? I see it.
Imagine that this blade of grass you know inside and out. You know it front and back, like the back of your hand, however you want to put it. But that's all you know is this blade of grass. You know it perfectly. This blade of grass, all right? Based on this blade of grass, tell me who designed the city of Kenosha. God did.
But all you know is that blade of grass. How can you answer that if all you know is the blade of grass?
That's what you just said.
That is crazy.
He created all of us.
I said who designed it.
This is a
Designed
confused
the way that
child
the
over
city
here.
is set up.
Horribly
Man did,
confused
right?
child.
Man did.
I know.
Which man did it? Based on that blade of grass, I
Free
just
will, I
threw
could
down,
toss this
which
straight
man
to you right now if I
designed
wanted
this
to.
city?
And no God could ever change. I wouldn't.
Why not?
I'm making an example.
You don't know because you don't have enough information, right? Because you're basing it on this one blade
I
of grass,
advocate
right?
violence.
So I'm going to educate you. Understand that if you look up at the fucking night sky, there are more stars in the sky than there are grains of sand on the earth. There are more stars in the sky than there are grains of sand on the earth. So look at how dumb it makes you look to say that you understand who God is when all you've done is looked at one blade of grass. You have looked at one planet. There are millions of billions of stars. Our star is small, and it has 8 planets, 9 if you count Pluto, and damn near 100 moons, which could support life theoretically. The universe is fucking huge, bro. So stop trying to base who you think God is on a blade of grass. Go
Well
educate
put.
yourself. This is a huge universe. We still have a lot to learn. Men used to worship Greek gods, used to worship Roman gods until we realized, oh shit, when you go up to Mount Olympus, ain't shit up there. We used to think God make the sun go around until we discovered what the fuck gravity was. Go educate yourself. Math and science matter. Dinosaurs are real, which is why we can see fossils. Okay? I shouldn't have to explain this to you, but I do. I learned that shit in like 5th grade. I learned that in like 5th grade. I learned that in like 5th grade, bro. Where's your education from? From the Bible. From a religious book. You don't find the Bible in the nonfiction section, do you? If you walk into a library, do you find the Bible in the nonfiction section?
No, you do not.
You find that in the religious history section.
Which is an opinion.
Which is your opinion.
Facts.
Take your opinion out of here, please.
Thank you. Well put.
Have a good day.
Mark.
Deuces.
I love you guys.
Hey,
I love you more.
well put.
Thank you, bro.
For doing that
Get that
exactly
pussy
how
out
it
of
should be done. You are a confused child. Please do not hurt the people by further being out here. It's an injustice for you to overshadow a major civil rights movement by nonsense.
Yeah. You guys can say that. I just.
You heard what you heard, and you didn't have a response. So I think you do have to be a little bit reflective for yourself, and that's okay. You can accept that.
Yeah. And I'm literally here for everyone. So I want people to be set free.
You reached
I want
the people.
people to be healed.
You reached the people you need to reach. People heard your message.
You like these people that you know. Hopefully God saves them.
And you got called out on your bullshit. And you got called out on your bullshit.
You just said about how
Cool
you
opinion. Get your opinion out of here.
So you can't preach to the
Get your opinion out of here, bro. I'm gonna start acting like Jesus in a second. I'm gonna start acting like Jesus in a second, bro. I'm gonna start acting like Jesus in a second. I'm gonna turn tables over and everybody get the fuck out of here. No, I'm gonna start flipping tables like Jesus did to the Pharisees. I'm gonna flip all these fucking speakers and get them up out of here.
I hear music.
Hey, go learn what a dinosaur is.
We're having dialogue about real things that are going on.
Bye.
I've seen God just every race.
Look, yo, man, I like what you do. Good job.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Lakota, right?
Yeah. How you doing, bud?
Good, man.
You can't find your way back to another sexuality that isn't your own. You're born the way that you are. To love exactly. You're supposed to love who you want, right? You're supposed to love who you're born to love. You're not born to love
I'm here to die.
like someone that you're not going to feel like you could.
I would lay my life down for every single person. I'm not here to force
You're a
my
goddamn liar. You're a goddamn liar. You ain't laying your life down for nobody here. You're a goddamn liar. I'll look you in your motherfucking face and say it too, liar.
God does not force anyone to love him.
We've
I'm
let him
not
talk
here forcing
enough.
anyone. I'm here sharing.
We ain't here for that. We're not here for that. Go take that to a church.
He's here for that, though.
Yeah, but we ain't. We're here for this movie.
But he is, so then
No, he's not. He was telling us we're going to go to hell.
People and tell us we're going to hell
Yeah,
because
so
we don't believe in
he's
your
not.
belief.
You guys
That's
are
your
here for the
belief,
whole
bro.
thing.
You spoke things.
That's your belief.
You spoke things that I was ignorant into.
Yeah, I know you were. That's why I came over to talk to you. I know you were ignorant. I know that. Everybody here recognizes it too. You said you don't know. You don't believe in dinosaurs.
Are you a proud boy? Oh, you're racist off top.
You don't know dinosaurs exist?
Are you from Portland?
Somebody get him on camera. You didn't know dinosaurs existed?
No.
I just said I don't know.
You don't know dinosaurs existed?
If I look stupid, I look stupid.
You do look stupid, bro. You didn't know dinosaurs existed? You didn't know dinosaurs existed?
Yeah, the one with the balls. Oh,
Yeah, I'm talking about dinosaurs. The balls that matter in science is real.
Alright, guys. Well,
You do know it, but you don't believe in dinosaurs, though.
knows my page, knows that this is not about anything
his
other than
religion's a fossil too.
going on in my city. So please, let's make sure that we're keeping that in mind as we continue to be out.
I can talk to
Doesn't have to.
Yeah, exactly. You don't have to listen to him either. You can walk away.
I could.
Oh, stop being a bootlicker.
What's that?
own area and you don't have to listen.
He was in his own area with a microphone.
It doesn't matter.
I do have to hear it if he's on a microphone. I can't close my ears.
You walk away.
You walk away. You walk away.
You do.
I ain't walking nowhere. Don't tell me to walk
Like a
away.
fucking Trump hat on you.
Then don't tell me to walk away.
Proud Boy bullshit.
Don't tell me to walk away.
Fucking
dumbass.
Proud Boy
Yeah, I'm
bullshit.
saying it in
Oh
front of
wait,
you.
is that a fucking Proud Boy?
Oh, it is
That's
a
what
Proud
that
Boy.
says?
Yeah, it's a Proud Boy.
Dude, you fucking Nazi, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, you're
you
married.
fucking mob
Bullshit.
girlfriend.
What you gonna do about it?
You're fucking Proud Boy?
Yeah, no, he's got a fucking Proud Boy.
This Christian fucks the Proud Boy?
No, it's a fucking Nazi group. And they're the ones who killed Heather Heyer.
Hey, boy, what you so proud of?
Remember when you fucks ran over Heather Heyer?
Come at me.
Fucking Proud Boy? I didn't even see that. They go pointing that out.
Hi guys. Again, please keep in mind that this is not about assuming or establishing sides. This is about documenting exactly what is going on in the city. So,
time to get out the camera.
Fuck the Proud Boy!
sorry, I was doing a battery check.
Telling everyone we were going to go to hell. And then someone pointed out that the one dude was wearing a Proud Boy handkerchief thing.
Oh, it's not like an all-right.
Yeah, no, they're the ones who killed Heather Heyer.
Oh!
The dude who ran over Heather
Bro! No
Heyer.
fucking way. I forgot about that. Oh,
So, see if we can kind of see what's going on.
Hey, hey, Mules! Fucking Proud Boy, right here! Flannel, black hat! Proud Boy, bonafide, one right here! Flannel, black hat, Proud Boy! Fuck Proud Boy! Oh, he's got the bandana with yellow on it! That motherfucker right there!
Hold on. Looks like we have another minor altercation going on here. We're gonna go see if we can check it out.
While you've been out here, I recognize you! Shut up! Shut up!
You know me, I don't know.
You're a lot of negative energy. We're here for a good, positive reason, you know?
Well,
Well, you were all talking about raising consciousness. Let's say raising consciousness.
That's not.
Well, we're all fighting it now. We don't want
I'm not
anyone-
fighting nobody.
Okay,
I
then
said
I'm sorry.
my
I was wrong.
speech.
I apologize.
didn't put my hands on nobody.
No, I didn't say that. I meant
You said
verbally.
fight.
I meant verbally.
A verbal fight.
I apologize.
A verbal fight. Come on.
I apologize.
A verbal fight, bro. Come on now. Come on now. A verbal fight.
yeah, we beat the shit out of the Proud Boys in Kalamazoo.
Yeah, them fucking Proud Boys wanted to bear mace me and run away in Seattle.
Kalamazoo, Michigan. They came to Kalamazoo, Michigan thinking they can do shit.
Washington's a mutual combat state. They didn't want that. They wanted to bear mace me and run away.
I'm gonna make you world news, Proud Boy. I'm gonna make you world news. You better be scared. No.
Stop telling them you can't.
Stop telling protesters.
Stop telling them you can't.
Stop telling them. Fuck Proud Boys. I'm gonna make you world news. I'm sorry. Oh, that's for you. That's your opinion. Please. I see something right. Let him speak. Let him speak. Doesn't matter. Stop telling protesters what to do.
Stop telling people how to
There's no such thing as a bad protester.
It's a fucking mind, man.
Stay silent. I need to travel all the way across the country to be silent. I need a picture of this Proud Boy piece of shit. I'm gonna make him world news. Seattle, Washington, with 150 people. I've had thousands already on the road.
I'm from this town, born and raised.
Nice. You probably heard about us. We were all incarcerated for 2 days. We made good process. How are you? Good to see you. I gotta put a picture of this Proud Boy piece of shit real quick, because I'm gonna make him world news. I'm gonna make this piece of shit world motherfucking news. Watch. Fuck you. Fuck you, Proud Boy. Fuck you, Proud Boy.
Fuck the Proud Boy.
Every motherfucking one of you.
Fuck the Proud Boy.
You promote fucking racism or hate? I fucking hate you. And hey, idiot, you want to be more Christ-like? Jesus was a Jew. It was a Judaism, you fucking moron. Jesus was a Jew. Sorry, my man.
Shut it down! Black Lives Matter! Say it again!
I sure am, motherfucker.
Say his name! Take a plate! Say his name! Take a plate! Take a plate! Say his name! 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 Take a plate! Justice! No peace! No justice! No peace! No justice! No peace! No more racist! Police! No justice! No peace! No justice! No peace! No justice! No peace! Police! Action! Proud Boys go home! Proud Boys go home! Don't shoot! Oh, she's gonna fucking don't shoot! Don't shoot! Don't shoot! You killed Heather Heyer! You bastard! You killed Heather Heyer! You put some black people in that shit! You killed Heather Heyer!
I don't give a fuck.
All of the white families in Seattle, I was the one telling them who this up, yelling about black lives. You don't recognize me. This is how we run out of the way. This is detrimental to the movement. You yelling at a black woman is detrimental to the movement. Back up. Back up. You started yelling at me. You started yelling at me.
Wasn't nobody talking to you?
Yes, you were.
What I say to you?
Yes, you were.
What I say to you?
Mind your business. This is
What I say
detrimental to
to
the
you?
cause.
What I say
This
to
is
you?
detrimental to the
What I
cause.
say to you?
Stop yelling at a
What did I
black
say to
woman.
you? What I say
Mind
to
your
you?
business.
You yelled at me.
Yeah.
You came in on my combo. You came in on my combo. Yeah, I'm talking to them. You walked up on me. I was talking to them. I was talking to them. You talk to me because you want to get an interview for your clout. You want to get an interview for your social media. And you ain't got it like me. Everybody that came out to Seattle like me. Everybody from Seattle that came to DC like me. You ain't even from Seattle. Poser. You're media, poser. You're media. Don't get it twisted. You ain't a protester. You're media. You ain't a protester. You're media. You know who did that? Go home. You're not welcome.
The Proud Boys in Kalamazoo, when they came to Kalamazoo, Michigan, beat the shit out of black homeless people, and then the Kalamazoo City wants to blame us for inciting violence. All we did was protect the homeless. Go home, you racist piece of shit! Remember when you killed Heather Heyer? I got your head!
No violence will go on. We had enough violence. Enough violence is the work. There's freedom of speech. There's no violence. Go home! Go home! Go home! Go home! Being a snowflake. Go home! You can't handle it. Walk. Go home!
Go home! Fucking problem, piece of shit!
So as you guys can see, there was a altercation here, and what happened is that it did seem to start out where someone was in the park with a loudspeaker, or in the median with a loudspeaker, talking about religious stuff, and I wasn't there for that part, but it did look like somebody came over and also said, hey, this is how science works, so on and so forth. Again, I'm just recapping what was said. At one point, somebody pointed out, that The person who had been in the park with the in the median with the loudspeaker did have others kind of come over by him. At which point, someone wearing a Proud Boys hat and scarf, it was pointed out that they were there, and it just kind of escalated from there. Right now, I would say that they are following them. I would say away from the park. I would agree that this is something that kind of escalated rather quickly. So right now, what you can't hear is that there's chants of Proud Boys Go Home. So as I'm sure you know, there is a rather large, diverse group down here. Hold on, we're gonna get in the median, sorry. All right, never mind. So as you can see, what's going on is that the group, what's going on? And now there is Kenosha Police Department that is showing up. Hold on, guys, I'm getting a phone call that my car's warranty is up. I'm gonna try and ignore this. It's not hanging back for anything other than I'm not exactly sure. I was digging your streams when they were lacking editorialism. Your freedom to travel ends when the travel is to commit crime or incite violence. Yeah, so thank you for that, I guess. I'm not exactly sure what that means, but yes, we are not here to do anything other than antagonize, instigate, or anything other than to document now. They're actually right up there. I know you can't see them, but there's flashing lights. So there's that. So I think we're gonna kind of looks like the Kenosha Police Department cut across the median, maybe hanging back or walking slowly. Wasn't no, thank you though, sir. Maybe this wasn't the best way to do things. Yeah, sorry guys, So we're heading south on Sheridan. What we've got going on now is we're heading to 60th. I've really got to learn to stay out of the street. You're literally walking down the middle of the street. This is not. All right. We now have more Kenosha police showing up.
him?
Come on, baby.
Give a fuck about him?
Hey!
You better come out his face.
Oh, we good.
That's like every time. Don't walk in. That's why you never see KKK handcuffs. They're already They're putting him in the car. What's up, Kyle? We're in the houses. Get the fuck out of here. What are you going to do? There you go. No justice! What do we want? Justice! No justice! No justice! Justice! Every time! Justice! What do you pretend? That's what you fucking get to
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, but I'm so sorry. Sorry, guys. I was standing in somebody's table.
You did? Who pepper sprayed my girlfriend? Justice! She's not. She's media.
Got them out of here. That's what that was.
As you can see, there is a, hold on. What we got going on is that we do have multiple officers at Street and Sheridan Road.
Can I get your badge number?
So, we do have community organizers that are trying
No justice! No justice!
Alright guys, so we're gonna get out of the street. Keep doing that for some god awful reason. Sorry.
Hey, are you gonna be here later tonight?
No.
Okay. I'm trying to find out. I got a friend, his aunt is from Chicago. She's a full-time kind of anti-prison abolitionist or whatever. Protest supplies. Trying to find somebody that. Did you? Is it the next block over?
I think so, yeah. There's one over here.
Alright, so protesters are now heading back towards Civic Park. As you can see, there is multiple officers that are in Sheridan Road. Alright guys, we're going to kind of keep going. We're going to keep going. I'm going to call that a dust-up, just for the sake of labeling it. But here's what I would say. I'm not sure exactly how the rest of the tonight is going to go, or the rest of the day is going to go, but we are going to be out here. We will be here for the rest of the that's always
You just say something, dog. It's cool.
Just say CJ's a bitch?
Yeah. He sneezed something. I don't know. He
heard
sneezed
what he
something.
said.
Well, you know, people got their
Is that
opinions.
Mercado?
Yeah.
That is Mercado.
Bro,
apparently he didn't want to talk to me. That's what I do, though. You don't know I talk to people.
So I kind of want to zoom in on this gentleman because this is the gentleman that we're going to kind of make sure we keep track of, the ACLU Legal Observer. We kind of want to keep track of them because we have had some stories come through about independent press or media being detained, and we want to make sure that we stay near them so that they can document anything that may happen. We've got Car Source. Obviously, that's still going on.
Hello. How you doing? Hello. Good to see you, fam. Thank you. Keep watching. Share that screen. I mean, what? You just get walking. I'm like, bro, you stopped me.
All right, so we're still moving on. We're gonna head back to Civic Park. Yeah, I gotta admit that I am glad that someone put me in touch with the ACLU. Big shout out to them. The last couple of days, obviously, there was some concerns, but luckily we were able to reach out to them and get a lot of our questions answered. All right. How you doing? I'm not sure what's going on, but there is someone taking pictures. So I will say that it appears that the group from the outside now in does appear to be larger. There are more people present. More ACLU legal observers. I'll be honest with you guys, I did not see them earlier. So, one of two things. That's awesome that they kind of popped up out of nowhere and they were here and they just kind of got moving. Or if they weren't here and they managed to get here rather quickly, that's even more impressive. Yeah, I would agree that the crowd is getting bigger. I'm seeing that now.
My phone just got zapped.
Did it?
It's got an unrecognized device.
So we got to keep track of some things here. We've got other media reporting that their devices are being zapped. Unrecognized device connecting to them, so on and so forth. So we're going to try and keep... kind of try and make sure that we keep going. Again, as I'm sure you'll know, this is all about making sure that we're documenting. Has nothing to do with a opinion either way. Alright, so since I have a little space between me and everybody else, I'm going to take the mask off for a minute. A lot of walking, so alright, it's getting crowded again, so I guess we're putting the mask back on.
Officer
Sorry, just doing a battery check.
If I was a cop shooting officer, I know I would have been in relationship by now. Garbage cans in the park, so I don't know. To the matter of fact that he's still not in handcuffs, still hasn't lost his job, still administrative leave. This is Bill. Now, I don't know about you guys, but it should piss you off too. Are you fed up? Yes. You fed up? Yes. Y'all fed up? Yes. Y'all fed up? Yes. Y'all fed up? Yes. Fed up? Yes. Fed up? Yes.
I'm done. That's why we're out here today. I don't give a fuck about no Proud Boy. I want to see that fucking officer arrested. He came after one of our family members. It could have been any one of my black brothers. It could have been me. It could have been my little brothers. That's why. No one deserves to be shot like that. No one deserves to be paralyzed like that. So the matter of fact that he was is why we out here protesting.
That's why we're out here chanting, no justice, no peace, no justice, no peace, no justice, no peace, no more racist, police, no justice, no peace, no justice, no peace, no justice, no peace, no more racist, police. And we're gonna keep shouting, no justice, no peace, until we get that justice. Is that right? Yes. Is that right? Yes. What do we want? Justice. What do we want? No. When do we want it? 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 No. What do we want? Justice. When do we want it? No. No justice. No peace. No justice. No peace. No justice. No peace. No more racist. Police. No justice. No peace. No justice. No peace. No justice. No peace. No more racist. Police. Let's go. Now we're marching.
Alright guys, we're about to start moving with the crowd. It looks like we're going to go ahead and start marching. Just some commentary here. I don't know if anybody saw it, but I do see trying to say fuck ICE as well as other things. So we've got signs to say fuck ICE, abolish the KPD, say his name, jail killer cops now. So a lot of signs, a lot of movement. We're going to kind of stay on the sidewalks. We're going to see if we can keep moving. We're ACLU legal advisors, or legal observers, I'm sorry, so that's always a great thing. So there are people that are marching, and then it looks like there's a group that might be staying in the park itself. Pardon me. One of these days I'll be able to get that taken care of, but I think we've got bigger things going on in the world right now than to worry about that. Guys, I know that I've been getting some people saying thank you, and that reminded me I wanted to take an opportunity to thank a lot of the people that have been helping me through this. All the mods, obviously I'm not going to say anything about who they are, but mods, you know who you are. Appreciate you guys. We have people out of the West who are helping out today. They've been very helpful. But we also have people I've been working with that have been running streams for a while. So Malcontent, obviously, you know who you are. Thank you very much for everything. I appreciate it. Without you, I mean, I'd still be figuring out which way the camera is pointing. So I do appreciate that. So as you can see, we are now with the group. We are heading south on Sheridan. So there is that. So again, this stream is primarily just to kind of document what's going on. If you're from Kenosha, you'll hear me comment about certain things. You'll know exactly what's going on. So I just want to make sure that people see what's going on so that we can kind of show everything that's going on. We do see media with security. I've already been lapped by the ACLU, it looks like. So there's that. Looks like it does span back quite a ways. I am seeing other independent media here. It does seem like they are also getting a lot of the same footage that I am. So there's that. You have children that are participating. So as you can see, this march is, I'm going to say, very peaceful. People are using their First Amendment rights to thank you to everyone for joining me. So we're going to get out of the street because apparently Lakota doesn't know how to, pardon me guys.
Whenever I rock on major station, there's something I like to say. Because these people don't understand that we're protesters. Don't block traffic to change their support. They do it so you can see what it feels like to be in a powerless situation. How do you respond to this situation? Are you calm and peaceful? Do you want to sit here and organize a tour and talk about it? No. You want to hold these protesters, kill them. Kill them all. And you want to get more buses to be stuck in traffic? And that's what you want to do to assist that their souls are bashes and kill you. They're turning you to be perspective. They're turning you to be stuck in traffic. No justice.
No peace.
No justice.
No peace.
No
No
justice.
peace.
No more racism. No peace. No justice. No peace. No justice. No peace. No justice. No peace. No more racism. No peace. No justice. No peace. No justice.
No peace. No peace.
No more racism.
Police.
Say his name.
Jacob Blake.
Say his name. Jacob Blake.
Jacob Blake.
Say his name. Jacob Blake. Say his name. Jacob Blake. Say his name. Jacob Blake. Say his name. Jacob Blake. Say his name. Jacob Blake. Justice. No peace. No justice. No peace. No justice. No peace. Police. No peace. No peace. No peace. Police. Woo!
Hopefully nothing
So just kind of fill you guys in on some of the other things. Some of the signs that we've got going on here. I see a Trump tent sign that's been converted to our campaign sign that's been converted. It says Trump tent. Black Lives Matter. So
Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter.
As you can see, we're with protesters as we follow along, show how things are.
Black women matter. Black kids matter. Black kids matter. Black children matter. Black children matter. Black dreams matter. Black dreams matter. Black dreams matter. Black dreams matter. No peace. No peace. No peace. Police. No peace.
Sorry, just doing a battery check. Wanted to make sure that we're good. So, kind of want to show exactly what this is. Enough people. Right now, they do have their hands up in the protest. They're walking. As you can see, we are with protesters. We are currently on the move in Kenosha. So this is the B&O furniture store from the other night.
Black lives matter. Men matter. Black men matter. Black women matter. Black women matter. Black children
Keep seeing other media.
Black children matter. Black kids matter. Black kids matter. Black futures matter. Black futures matter. Black dreams matter. Black dreams matter. Black lives matter. Black lives matter. Say his name. Say his name. Jacob Blake. 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 Say his name.
So as you can see, we're on the move.
We know we're working. It's right off that Civic Park. Right there. A little bit
No justice. No more racist. Black lives. Hands up. Don't shoot. 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 No justice. No peace. No justice. No peace. No justice. No peace. No more racists. Police. No justice. No peace. No justice. No peace. No justice. No peace. No more racists. Police. March out with me. We'll be yours. March out with me. March out with me.
So I see a lot of traffic as it comes. They either turn or move around. Sorry, I'm carrying a backpack, so it's got a lot of stuff. Having a hard time keeping up. We're going to see if we can pick up the pace just a little. Maybe get to the front.
No peace. No peace. No justice. No peace. No more racists. Police. Say his name. Jacob Blake. Say his name. Jacob Blake. Why are you here? 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 Jacob Blake. I can't hear y'all. Jacob Blake. I can't hear y'all. Jacob Blake. No peace. No justice. No peace. No justice. No peace. No more racists. Police. No justice. No peace. No justice. No peace. No justice. No peace. No more racists. Police. Show me what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like. Show me what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like. Show me what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like. Show me what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like. Show me what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like. Show me what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like. Show me what democracy.
Trying to get to the front, guys, so that we can get a shot of the people that are marching as they come up the street.
This is what democracy looks like. Enough is enough. 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 Hey, y'all. Hey, let's go. Let's just spread out. Let's just spread out. Y'all, let's come together. They need a hero. We're too quiet. We are too quiet. Come on. Let's walk together. On the group. We started together. We're going to get together, right?
I'm so sorry, I saw a number on my screen and it just made me laugh because I'm a child.
Okay, change them up. Okay, change them up. Justice for us all. 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 No peace. No justice. No peace. No justice. No peace. No more racists. Police. No justice. No peace. No justice. No peace. No justice. No peace. No more racists. Police. No justice. No peace. No justice. No peace. No justice.
Looks like we're on the move again, people. So we're going to try and walk backwards without me falling down. If you want a good laugh, that'll happen.
Arrest the police! Don't arrest us! Arrest the police! Don't arrest him! Arrest the police! Don't arrest me! Arrest the police! Don't arrest me! Arrest the police! Arrest the police! Arrest the police!
Alright, so we're going to try and get ahead a little bit.
Arrest the police! Arrest the police! Defund the police! Defund the police! Arrest the police! Arrest the police! Defund the police! Arrest the police! Defund the police! Arrest the police! Arrest the police! Defund the police!
Alright, so where we are now is that we're coming up in between ACLU.
Shut it down! Shut it down! Shut it down! We don't get it! 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 Shut it down! No peace! No justice! No peace! No justice! No peace! No more justice! Police! No justice!
So we're moving through the streets of Kenosha here. We are in Kenosha, Wisconsin. Protesters.
Jacob Blake! 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 Jacob
Again, if I trip and fall, you guys know.
No peace! No peace! Police! No peace! No peace! No peace! Police! Don't shoot! Don't shoot!
So what we're going to try and do is...
Don't shoot! 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 No peace! No peace! No peace! Police! No peace! No peace!
So we're at the back end of the protest now. So we're going to try and make sure we're moving with the crowd. Good question, good question. I would estimate the crowd size at anywhere between 100 to 200 people. That might be a little generous. But I would say, yeah, good, about 100 to 100, maybe 200 people. That's protesters. Might even be slightly less. You'll notice that there's a lot of press here, or independent media too. Well, press, media, all the same thing. Hold on. Alright, so I'm just checking in with the mods real quick. So what I'm trying to do is make sure, doing a battery check. As the protesters continue to move down the street, you'll notice that traffic has slowed behind them. You got protesters that are catching up. There you go. Thanks. Appreciate that. So as you can see, you do have some protesters that are catching up. You've got traffic that's back. What tends to be at the end is the ACLU, Legal Observers, middle and front. They're going to be clustered together in like twos or threes. In front of us, you'll see other media. So yeah, and then as we're going along, you have members of the community. Show them muscles. She's flexing over there. We're moving on. This is actually the route, or the route that the caravan with President Trump arrived with today. So this is the route that they came earlier. A lot of this was, taped off. We couldn't get through. As you can see, this is the route. If you guys know, I was actually over here on the corner of 60. This is 60th. And I was over there on the corner of 22nd and 60th whenever the caravan of President Trump came through. So we're actually taking the same route. I don't know if there was a yay or a nay on that one. I would say that there is definitely people that were out specifically to see President Trump. So I can't speak for the entire town as a whole, though. You definitely had the people that were out. They were, excuse me.
You're for the pantry, okay.
I'm in line.
Okay.
Oh, no,
Trying to
I'm
get
sorry.
something to eat, you know?
So we're actually, there's a food pantry going on right now, which is great. I'm so sorry. So this is a food pantry in front of Grace Church. Sorry. I have a question. Is this something that is ran every X amount of days?
Yes,
or?
every Tuesday we have a food pantry from 4:30 to 6:30. Grace Lutheran, it's located at Grace Lutheran Church, but it's called Grace Walk. And we
Okay.
also provide breakfast on Thursdays and Fridays to go breakfast.
Okay.
So,
These are actually wonderful tools to know. I'm a local streamer here, so I'm live streaming now.
Mm-hmm.
So you said that you offer breakfast and lunches.
no, on Thursdays and Fridays we do a lunch program.
Okay.
Which is a to-go. A breakfast program. To-go containers. And
Okay.
then on Tuesday we have our food pantry, and it's a full food pantry.
That is awesome.
Yep. And it's been about a year and a half we've been doing this.
Really?
Yep.
So this has been here for almost a year and a half. I
Yes.
didn't know that.
Yes.
And before this COVID happened, this church offers on Thursdays and Fridays hot breakfast, showers.
Yeah, we had showers. But
it's Welcome Center, but since COVID, we had to shut it down. Would they participate in Shalom Center on Wednesday night? There's Soup Kitchen. I know this place.
Yeah.
And Tuesdays is this. This is open to the public.
And before COVID, we had personal shopping. We had inside, and everyone could choose what they wanted.
Okay.
But now with COVID, we can't. So we pack meals. So
Mhm.
these bags are actually full of meals. Like this week, it's spaghetti sauce and spaghetti noodles. They have soup and crackers, cereal, stuff for lunch, breakfast, and dinner.
Okay.
In the
So
bags.
when these bags are packed, and just to kind of give some clarification, is it for like a few days at a time that they're given?
Yes.
And I'm
Yes.
assuming it's set up to where they come up, tell you what their needs are, and then you
They come
you.
weekly.
Okay.
Yes. Now on Thursdays and Fridays, if they have any special needs like deodorant, clothing, we have hygiene here and clothing here. So we
Okay.
also deal with that too.
Wow. So my question is if any of the viewers wanted to contribute to Grace Lutheran Church, where would they go to do that? Do they just drop off donations here, or
You
how does this
can,
work?
Or you can go to gracewelcomecenter.org. And-
Grace Walk-in
No, Welcome
Welcome
Center. I'm
Center.
sorry.
No.
.org.
GraceWelcomeCenter.org.
And they can make a donation on our website.
Awesome.
Okay.
I do appreciate that.
Oh,
And do
thank
you
you.
mind if I get your name for the camera?
Oh, Denise.
Denise.
Yeah,
My
I'm the
name's
director
Lakota.
of the
I'm a
food
local,
pantry.
so thank
Okay,
you very
thank
much.
you.
What's up, buddy?
You guys can help spread the word. Tomorrow at 4 o'clock, we're going to have a program here with the two Lutheran bishops, the national bishop and the state bishop for the Lutheran Church. Kush is going to be here, Congregations United Serving Humanity, and there's some other guest speakers. It'll be here at 4 o'clock.
Tomorrow here at 4
Right in
p.m.
front
here
of
at
the
Grace
church.
Grace
Yes.
Lutheran Church, right in front.
Yes, help spread the word.
Will do. You're actually live, so hopefully a lot of the streamers will go ahead and be able, or a lot of the viewers will be able to see that and be able to attend or tune in. And I'll try and cover the event as well tomorrow.
Thank you so much for helping spread the word for all of us.
No problem. I appreciate your time.
I live right down the street here.
Do you?
I saw it all. I saw the president go by. I was like, bye-bye. Have a nice day.
All right, guys. So I'm sorry about that. What happened is I actually saw an opportunity to kind of show an outreach program in Kenosha as we were walking by. I wanted to make sure that we got a chance to stop and kind of feature that, because again, this is about the community. And in this journey that I've been taking, where all of you have been going with me, to where I'm documenting my town and how it's been impacted by the events of the last 9 days, I'm actually learning a lot more. So we found a youth center that is right over on 63rd that I didn't know about before. Grace Lutheran Church, as you can hear, or as you heard, they're offering a lot of outreach programs for people in need. They're having a big event tomorrow at 4 p.m. So I think we're going to put that on my page, or on our media page later, just to kind of showcase that so people can see what's going on. we're a little behind, so we're gonna play catch up. I hear Tupac. Changes by Tupac. Classic there. So again, I'm sorry that we're behind, guys, but what I wanted to do is I saw a pantry there, and I wanted to take a minute to kind of showcase the outreach programs, right? Because that is actually a huge part of the community. And those kind of programs act primarily off of donations. So we kind of want to make sure that we showcase them so that people can know about them and know to donate to them, because they help the people that need the help the most. So let's make sure that it was Grace Welcome Center.org if you want to make a donation. And again, they are going to have an event tomorrow at 4 p.m. And yeah, sorry about the loogie. I got sinus issues. Like I said, at some point in the future, we'll get it fixed. Right now, we've got more important things to focus on instead of me trying to figure out how to do that kind of stuff. But yeah, as you can see, protesters are heading north. We have traffic kind of following behind them. Some of this traffic has been the same, so I want to almost say that they're following behind in support. I don't know that to be a fact, so don't quote me on that, but a lot of the same traffic. They could just be going with the flow for all I know. Yes, GraceWelcomeCenter.org. Thank you for that, Trevor. Again, please, guys, remember that a lot of these programs that I'll highlight, they're things that I should be aware of as part of this community, and I'm going to highlight them because I feel it's the light that kind of shines through the dark. Those things are always very important.
They don't want anything to do with it. They don't want anything to do with it.
Got a lot of things going on here. Thank you, mods, for putting that up. I appreciate that. I think we just found our program that we were going to list as our one of our donation places. Those that are just joining us that didn't see what was going on yesterday, we're making a transition where this might be on a semi-permanent basis. With that being said, what we're going to do is try and find a couple of organizations to give you the option to donate to, and then after that, if you decide that you'd like to donate to us, that's what we'll do. What I would like to do, and I'm going to discuss with the mods, is give a commitment of at least to pass the election. I feel it's important that we kind of get all the way up to the election and even past, because as we all know, this is not going to be a normal election. So I know for me, at the very least, I want to continue to commit up into this year's election. And if there's something needed beyond that, we'll kind of address it at that time. But yes. There's a car with a loudspeaker at the top. Huh? So yeah, we've got groups on the move. We are currently on 22nd Avenue in Kenosha, so again, we're moving with protesters. As we've been marching, or this group of protesters in the march and the moving, they've been it's been very peaceful. A lot of chants. Yeah, definitely props to the ACLU legal observers. You have traffic from the north on 22nd stopping to show their support. Across the street, you'll see more ACLU legal observers. I'm telling you, the ACLU is on top of it lately. Well, I don't mean lately, so edit the words. ACLU is on top of it. And in this progress, I've learned more about that as well. This is a very eye-opening experience for me all the way around. Yes, my plan is to stay involved for quite a while. Again, I don't think anything is going to be resolved. If that's, for lack of a better terminology, there's going to be no resolution overnight, right? None of us are naive enough to think, oh, well, you know, wow, we figured it out just like that. I plan to continue to stay involved as much as I can, but definitely stay on through into the election and beyond, for sure. And because I'm planning on staying on that long, we may have to address some needs for protective equipment and so on and so forth. But we'll get that posted on the site. I don't want that to be a focus today. I just kind of want to make sure that people are aware that this is something that's going to continue to happen. This is where we're going to be. We're going to kind of stay on the ground as long as we can. Sorry. Oh yeah, guys, that song that you're playing, I don't own the copyright to that at all. So I know you guys hear it. I'll name it. I'll call it out because it's a fantastic song. It's amazing how far ahead of his time Tupac was. But, yeah, I don't own the rights to that, so I don't want to get my stuff struck down for that. What's up? There he is.
Yeah. That's good.
When'd you guys get in?
Last night.
I saw that. I tried to send you guys.
Yeah. We just rested again one more night. Yeah, we got a nice night. I got the we got that. It was easy, but most of only a couple of the exit ramps were blocked just for construction. But I'm sure this morning they were all blocked because as we left, they blocked every exit. Like as we left, all the exits were done, and they were only anybody that didn't have a Wisconsin ID was getting turned away.
I heard that from I heard that from another person this morning. He says he owns an apartment or something down a studio. That's what it was, a studio down in Gurnee, and he almost got turned away whenever he was trying to come up here. So, oh hey, Benata Kramer says hey.
Oh hey.
He says hey.
Oh hey.
So anybody who's tuning in knows that CJ and Mercado have kind of helped out big time. I came in stumbling doing this on Sunday night. I remember running into them. Next night we were back out and they were offering all the help they could possibly get. And I think that's what we should do, is mentor people as they come along, because I think this is really kind of the way that things are going to happen is that most people are going to get a lot of what they're seeing directly from their local streamers, their big name streamers like CJ and Mercado.
Let's talk about everything I've been trying to talk about for 90 days. Yeah, man. That's the goal. That's the goal, man. There's no monopoly on real life. I mean, anybody, if you have a cell phone and you have the will and the ability to do this, of course. We welcome everybody. The more the merrier. But when people put the press thing on, though, you can't agitate police. You know, you can't. It is what it is. You just gotta do. We can help in situations and what we can do, but throwing things or saying things is going to get you to be taken away from being able to provide media to people, and you don't want to see that.
Which is why I followed you guys a bit. I know that what I like to do is make sure that we keep it neutral. We're not here to bash. We're not going to say anything bad about anybody. We're not going to antagonize. We're here to record and show people what's going on. I know that you guys tend to have a bit of the same philosophy. Actually, did see, yes. The round table was held earlier today, and I think it was live streamed on the bigger media platforms like ABC, CBS.
The revolution has begun.
He's like the
Tell people where you are.
And I feel still like pissed about it at him personally.
Whoa!
What the fuck just happened?
That's that Christian guy, right?
Come on, get back. Down that way. Hey, go down that way. Let's go. Let's keep it moving. Because what do you want? Justice! What do you want?
Come on, guys.
So as you can see, organizers are trying to make sure that they corral those that are behind. Their organizers are saying, hey, let's go.
Study history. I've did it before. Do it again. Alright, if y'all with me, come with me now. Come with me now. You guys are with me, come with me now.
Alright, so where we at, guys? We are on 52nd Street in Kenosha, just off of 22nd Street. Sorry.
John!
So a police officer did come over and tell him to go. Got a business owner. How you doing, sir? Is this your business?
No.
No.
I live upstairs.
Oh, you live upstairs?
Yeah.
How you doing?
It's apartments upstairs.
Nice,
Yeah.
nice. Just came down to show your support?
Yes, sir.
Thank you very much. You have a wonderful day. Alrighty here, so sorry, just didn't want to shine the camera in your face. I'm not seeing law enforcement with us, but I am seeing that there is, at one point, I think they are kind of off to the side where people can't directly see them, so that sorry. So we're gonna try and keep up. I see law enforcement. Not exactly sure what's going on there. We're gonna get out of the street because, you know, we're gonna kind of get out of there. That is a very tricky question, if I were to be honest with you, Trevor, because here's why. You have Kenosha, which intertwines with Pleasant Prairie in some parts. So what I mean by that is you'll see Kenosha Street, Pleasant Prairie Street, Kenosha Street. So you do have some. So population-wise, yeah, it's about a little over 100,000. Mileage, landmass, you have Kenosha County, which includes multiple different counties, but the city of Kenosha itself is kind of really spread out. I've had people call it, I know I've heard others refer to it as what is it? Little Big Town or Big Little Town, big Little City or something of that nature. Sorry, my brain's starting to fry out. Don't have pardon me. Guess those fries weren't didn't give me the amount of energy I needed. So it looks like law enforcement is now following closely behind. So now we are starting to see a law enforcement presence. It is, from what I see, those are KPD vehicles, Kenosha Police Department vehicles. Actually, I'm also starting to see vehicles at the front, if I saw that right. Nope, I did not, so I apologize. So this is what we've got. So here we are. Thank you for that. We're gonna get out of the road. I really shouldn't be walking in the road, and I keep doing that, and that's my fault. I do see law enforcement a little further up. I don't know if you guys can see those flashing lights up ahead, but it does look like KPD. So just to give a heads up, we should be out pretty much for the rest of the night. We'll see what's going on, what direction it takes us. What I'm going to try and do is before it gets to curfew, we'll try and make sure that we get some food in. so I don't have the excuse of my brain isn't connecting. The other part that I wanted to go through is mods. Could I get a time check? We have a lot of legal observers out. Thank you. 140, an hour and 41 minutes in. So anyone that's ever done this, we learned this the hard way our first night out. We learned that we are set with Facebook's rules. They have a 4-hour kind of limit on this. So we're going to make sure that we get this. I just wanted to keep track of that. Sorry, I just got a message saying somebody lost the feed. So in a second, we're gonna actually have to grab not a second, I'm trying to do it now while we're walking. I gotta grab a battery pack. I'm at, would appear a low amount, low battery amount. Trying to grab a cable here. Where's my cable? What is my cable? Here it is. Alright, so we've got this. USB-C. Yeah, I'm talking to myself, guys. That's how that roll. That's how I roll. You know why I roll like that? Because I'm the only person that will listen to me, and I don't blame anybody else. I wouldn't listen to me either. There is law enforcement behind us. Got people out. Sorry, I'm trying to zip my bag back up. Not having an easy time doing this while I'm trying to. Not having an easy time while I'm trying to do this. There we go. Thank you all for being here. I'm sorry. just getting funny stuff coming in from mods. That is so. I've heard it all now. Sorry, I'm trying to get my data. Or I'm sorry, trying to get plugged into the battery pack here. There we are. All right. Here we are. So, there we are. So again, thank you all for being here. It's been a relatively peaceful time in Kenosha so far. It's been a relatively peaceful time on the feed. I appreciate all you guys respecting each other. So that, I know it's easy to get on and sling mud sometime, but I appreciate you guys composing yourselves and being here and being respectful of each other. It's really appreciated. Makes so that they don't have to worry about going through and kind of checking who said what. So we're still on 52nd Street. getting close back down to Civic Park. These are townhomes, apartments. All right. Got up. Hey guys, if you guys, I always sound weird. I think this will be the first time I've ever done this, but if you guys could take a moment, if you enjoy the content that we're creating, if you could take a minute to hit those likes, hearts, and shares, especially if you're from the Kenosha area. I mean, I know it's easier to log on to, larger names. And I get that, and everybody has their own personal preference, but if you really enjoy the stuff that we're doing here, we'd really appreciate those likes, hearts, shares. Let people know that what we're doing out here in Kenosha. So far, we've managed to cover quite a bit, including other things beyond just the protests, such as community outreach programs that are in place. We walked right past one. We took a minute to go ahead and make sure that we got an interview and some information about those programs. GraceWelcomeCenter.org. Great program. If you guys were listening, they offer a lot of food, and from what I understood, they actually had shower programs, things like that before the COVID-19 thing. Before COVID-19. Thanks, bud. But as you can see, this is all just kind of really important. We want to make sure that we're documenting everything. And again, if you're from the area and you appreciate what we're doing, go ahead and do that for us. Like I said, I think this is my first time ever asking, but we want to make sure that we show people what's going on. And of course, if you have other local streamers that you like, please log on to them. I know Corey's out there. I know Chase is out there. These guys are out here trying to show you what's going on in your local hometown as well. So let's make sure that we're doing that and showing them all the love and the respect that they deserve to kind of cover where they're from, and not just like the dark times, if for lack of a better phrase. So here we are. We are back in the Sheridan Road, just north of the courthouse. Pay no attention to that. So well, thank you for that. So yeah, guys, here we are. Kenosha was with Black Lives Matter protesters. We are on Sheridan Road, just north of the courthouse. In fact, what you'll see here in a second is you will see National Guard. I don't know. Wow. When I zoom in, it's going to be a little harder to keep the stream steady. As you can see, there is heavy law enforcement presence here. Sorry. So looks like you have personnel entering into the backside of the entrance. So here we have all right, we're moving on. So barricade actually goes around the entire block, which makes sense. It would be counterintuitive to kind of only put it around, because the weird part is that this church, if I remember right, is the only thing in this vicinity, this entire block. The church and its extended building over there are the only thing that kind of aren't part of the overall Kenosha Law Enforcement Center. So what I mean by that is that this building right here was the new intake building over there. They built that. If somebody could correct me, I don't want to give the wrong information, but I do believe that there's more personnel. But that law enforcement center is about maybe a little over a decade old, maybe closer to 15. Of course, this is the Kenosha County Courthouse that we're coming up on. So this has been around for forever and a day. But what they did do is they did expand on it, right? So over here, and what I mean by the intake building, this is where they kind of process you through to, what is it called? Your first hearing. Hold on. Sorry, I got distracted by something shiny. You guys will learn that about me as long as you stick with me. I have this weird disorder where I get distracted by shiny stuff. So this, I think this is the truck that I was talking about before. That is actually pretty bright. That is, I'm going to go out on a limb and think that, guess that that's LEDs. All right, yeah, that's what it was. So that's the courthouse where they do initial appearances, things like that. That's also where they, if you happen to have a run-in, they'll actually take you into that area. We have law enforcement that's coming up. We're going to kind of try and get out of the way. But what will happen is that then it's also connected directly to this courthouse, and then everything is connected to the safety building that is on the other side of this building that nobody can see at this time. So, as you can see, you do have personnel on the backside of this courthouse here. Yeah, shiny things are cool, right? Like if you, I know it sounds silly, and I probably shouldn't be admitting this on a live stream, but like, what's that? Doug from Up. I have that syndrome where I'll turn around, squirrel. That's happened to me more than once. So again, this is the Kenosha County Courthouse. This has honestly been around for forever and a day. Some of the oldest buildings in Kenosha are going to be downtown. So for instance, you've got your Kenosha County Courthouse. The building back there, the Dinosaur Museum, that actually used to be the Kenosha Public Museum. It's the post office. And then across the street over there is what is now Harborside. It actually used to be called Ruther. It is now Harborside Academy. So there's that. So there we are with that. As you can see, you actually see people walking down the street. We're crossing now I hear music. I hear good music. Lots of media still. They actually have tents set up across the street. Sorry.
Keep your eye on that cop right there. Was just gunning. 337 was just gunning his engine and kids on bikes.
Oh, okay. So we just had someone come over and say that there's something going on over here. However, we do have legal observers on site, so it's actually one of those things where I'm not sure exactly what's going on. I think we are at the area where everything is going to end for the night. Don't quote me on that, but if I were to say this is probably it, we're back in Civic Park. Civic Park is the epicenter of all of the actions, and what I mean by that is Sunday night. So what I mean by that is that this has been one of those things where from the very first night, we've had people over at the safety building. Second night it started in front of the courthouse, right over there. Third night, same thing. Fourth night, courthouse. This has kind of been the epicenter of where everything has been. And even though this is going on, this is something that we'll kind of continue to be with throughout the night.
On November 3rd, we should have a new president. Some man he fight for us. Whoever that may be, whoever you guys may choose, I ain't gonna tell you.
Oh, I'm getting word. Is the stream frozen?
Yeah. To go home before curfew. Please inside before curfew. I'm leaving at 6. I want all you guys go home. Go home. Do not be another. Do not get arrested. We have no backup lawyers or anything for you guys tonight. Please go home. Do not get arrested. That curfew, they won't follow it tonight. I implore you guys, and I'm telling you, go November 3rd. Black Lives Matter.
There we are. I would agree. I looked around and next thing you know I saw I was around a bunch of larger media groups that appeared to have a little bit more bandwidth than I did, so I'm going to kind of move away. The problem is I'm smack dab in the middle of larger media groups. So the center of Civic Park is basically, you've got larger media groups on all four of the corners almost. Hold on, I just want to take a look at something here. If you guys can hear me, let me know.
I can hear you.
Thanks, bud.
Good.
I just kind of want to come over here. If you guys can hear me, let me know. There we go. I see some likes. At least I see some hearts. Wow, this is it's a lot of work on that truck there. So we've got that going on. Hold on, give me a second. What time is it? 5:20. Hey, Ma, you think do dinner and meals real quick before we all get back out before the curfew? Or I don't know why I'm discussing this on a public forum. Probably it's blurry. Okay. Yeah, guys, I know it's kind of blurry. I have no idea why specifically it gets so blurry over in this area. This area, middle of Civic Park, always seems to be problematic. And what I mean by that is a lot of it may have to do with media, mainstream media, or larger media groups, I'm sorry, network organizations. I don't want to seem like so as I was saying, we have larger media organizations that are present, and they're going to actually impact the live stream sometimes. But we're going to try and stay away. Some of it could be other things as well. But I did make sure to try and update as much of my plan as possible so that we didn't have to run into any problems with connection. Well, I mean, we're going to run into problems with connection, but fewer problems with connection, I guess is the best way to put it. Hold on, let me... Hold on, guys. What I'm doing is I'm conferring with my team to see how we want to go from here, and give me a second here. Sorry guys, I know I'm being quiet. So what's going on is I'm actually sending a message to my mod team to find out how they want to approach something real quick. And with there being connection issues down here, it's not going through as quickly as I would like. So real quick, I want to recap what exactly just happened and what we kind of witnessed before the feed kind of got interrupted and blurry, and that is this. It looks like the organizer of the night was actually out there encouraging people to please go home before curfew, so as to not have anything happen. I think it's very important that was documented, and I'm really kind of upset that I was not able to get that on the stream before I saw it kind of cut out. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and move away. So I don't know exactly what's going on, but everywhere I turn, there's larger media organizations that are kind of here, and I agree they're sucking up a boatload of bandwidth. So I'm going to kind of walk away and see if we can get to an area where we're going to get a little bit of a better reception. So we're going to kind of walk away, see if we can kind of maybe get a little bit better reception. So in short, basically, what we're doing is recapping what we just missed as a part of the stream kind of not having the world's best signal. Hold on. Sorry, guys. So as I was saying, what was going on is that the lead organizer for the night was imploring people to please be in before curfew. I think it's very important to show that because a lot of people have these misconceptions, right? There's a lot of things, blah, 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 doing things, they're blah, blah, blah. People are breaking curfew, so on and so forth, or this one person said this one thing and now it reflects on everybody. And that goes on both sides, right? So, but the point that I'm trying to make here is that you actually had organizers, the head organizer today, that was saying, hey, let's make sure that we're getting into we don't want to have people out past curfew. Please do not be out past curfew. And literally imploring people, please, if you want to make a stand, do it on November 3rd, but please do not be out past curfew. Barb, I will be honest with you. Oh yeah, we do not own the rights to the music. Thank you for catching that, Mod, because I sure as heck wasn't going to. Barb, I will say publicly on my own feed, we were unaware of how today's events were going to go, and we're not trying to assign blame on either side. It's a tense situation, right? Let's just be honest. Call it what it is. It's a very tense and justifiably so situation. We are not saying for sure that we weren't saying that things definitely were going to go badly or poorly today or tonight or whatever the case may be. But I think that what I'm learning over the last couple of days is that you have to kind of be prepared for everything. And if you're not, you can kind of be stuck holding the bag, right? Hold on, I'm getting... Okay, so it is... What do we got? It's 5:30. It is currently 5:30. Wow, we actually got more people. I feel really bad for what I'm about to do. And that is, it's 5:30. We all know that curfew starts at 7 p.m. I am going to be out tonight. Kind of want to just be, as I said earlier, be ready for anything. What I would like to do is we're going to take a break. I'm going to give all the, because the mods have been working. We've been on the live stream. I know we've been kind of bouncing everywhere and trying to catch everything, but we have been working. And I know that it, seems like there were gaps where, we weren't covering anything. But the reality is that, we were working. We were running between, all over town tonight trying to get things covered. So what we're going to do is I am going to head back over to my car. I'm going to go get something to eat. It will also allow the mods to get a break. It will allow everybody here to kind of go check out whatever it is they got to do. I really appreciate it. I appreciate all of you being here. It's been pretty steady between about 60 to 100 people with us. And again, it's really not so much about the numbers, but as making sure that people know what's really going on down here, because it's easy to show the bad stuff. It's a little bit harder for people to see that unless you're living here, you don't know it's not all bad. So mods, we're gonna all take a break. I'm gonna go ahead and get to my car, grab something to eat, make sure I am ready and geared for tonight. And then at the end of the day, we'll be back, I want to say, before 7. So we'll probably be back out about 6:30, 6:45, depending on how long it takes me to travel from place to place. And in doing so, we hope to have most of you back here to kind of see our beautiful town at night and see what it's about. I know you guys seen it the other night, but hey, it's really nice. It's not hot. It's cool breeze coming off the lake, and anybody who's been here knows that being right off the lake is a bonus. So I will see you guys all in a little bit, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one.